Welcome back, boys and girls. We are the ACP, also known as the Arctic Circle Podcast, also known as the Iceman of the Arctic Circle Podcast, also known as the Iceman.
Also, welcome everyone with cloacas.
Yeah, we love
our many cloaca listeners.
I know I have one.
We have at least one. I'm joined here with Alex.
Hi.
And Dallin.
Woo!
The other two Icemen on this cast. My name is Josh. I will be leading this cast.
Nah.
We hope you guys enjoyed the summer episode, the summer recap. We had a blast. We're getting some positive feedback from it, so that's awesome. And we went so off topic that cast.
I loved it.
That's what made it fun.
That's when we're in our prime.
I felt like a gorilla in the jungle.
Just wandering.
Dude, me too.
And I found like a bunch of, like a bushel of bananas, and I just started going to town.
Dude, you're like a little monkey. I saw you swinging from vines during the cast.
I know, dude. We got vines in this place.
Oh, dude, I went monkey mode yesterday. Like, full-on monkey mode. at the climbing gym.
With Joseph Stalin?
Yeah, dude, with Joseph Stalin.
What? Joseph Stalin? Was it the climbing gym?
I took my roommate, Joe.
Ah.
Yeah, dude, I did my first V4.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah. For all the viewers that go climbing, I don't know if there are any, but if you know I did a V4, that's pretty impressive. So.
You know he's awesome.
Yeah, comment oil alert if you know what a V4 is and have done one.
DM us, yeah.
We're
DM
selling
us
our new prototype oil. Comment oil alert to get it involved in the giveaway.
Who was that? Tucker Carlson?
Tucker Carlson AI.
Yeah.
Dude, y'all have to come back to the climbing gym, man.
Yeah, when my ankle gets better.
I've just got a lot.
I went to physical therapy today.
I went to
physical therapy today to reboot my ankle.
Reboot. They hit the reboot button.
Yeah, they hit the reset switch.
Did it work?
They just gave me like exercises and strengthening things I need to do, and I got this compression sock.
Oh,
dude, is it
that.
like permanently damaged? Like, you know, you can permanently damage a muscle. Is it permanently?
She said it was fine. She said it's just like.
Because, like, I injured my wrist freshman year at the gym, and it's never completely healed. So, like...
Yeah, I mean, I might have a little bit of damage. She couldn't tell... I mean, okay, I didn't really ask her, but you can't really, like, see the ligaments directly. But she was, like, doing a bunch of tests just with, like, feeling my ankle to see, like, if there was any damage or kind of anything she could feel that was out of place. And she said it was fine.
Damn,
she said that your ankle can just heal, but then it will be, like... not strengthened enough, so you'll still have soreness and like weakness and lack of mobility, so you have to like actually do some physical therapy to get it back on track.
Like, what's the timeline?
Oh, I don't know.
Dude,
I'm just gonna keep doing the exercises she told me.
I think she just wants your money.
No, I'm not going back. I just went today.
Dude, comment Alex is down bad.
Comment ankle oil alert.
Yeah, and
ankle oil alert.
Ankle oil.
Man, dude, Colin, I'm gonna take you next week, alright?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
They added a new upside down route.
The bat hang.
You start off upside down. Like, you have to touch your hands on this little tiny piece and then start.
That's awesome.
I didn't flash it, but I did it my second try.
Is it a bat hang? Does it start with your feet holding like into
your feet? There's like a flat piece that your feet have to hold on to.
That black piece? This is the black one?
No, I said flat.
No, I know, but the black flat piece, because they like reuse and recycle pieces.
It's like a blue piece, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to overhang your feet over it, and you use like your feet to push down against it as you're like completely upside down. It's awesome.
That is legitness.
The first time I tried it, I like fell off and just did like a handstand off of it. I was upside down.
You did a bear crawl?
Well, no. I did a handstand.
Yeah, well.
But dude,
so okay, you did a crab walk.
Oh yeah, I crab walked.
What monkey is everyone?
I'm feeling like an orangutan.
You and Ezra
exactly
are
what I was gonna say. No, I'm a
You're a baboon.
I'm a
capuchin.
Capuchin.
Capuchin? I was about to say you're a capuchin.
I like
monkey,
those little
dude.
guys.
Yeah,
They just sit on your shoulder and they're just like hanging out.
Like the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, he's awesome.
What's his name again?
No, like the guy from Aladdin.
Yeah, like him too. He's a funny little
capuchin
bugger.
Monkeys get a good rap, dude.
Because of your cheeks.
Capuchins are a little devious, though. They're known to be a little devious, and
Yeah,
you're a little devious.
I can be a little devious.
You could be a little devious.
One out of the bunch.
I don't know. Colin's got his devious moments.
Your DMs.
Devious licks.
You remind me of the one from the Pirates of the Caribbean. His name is Jack.
Wait, let me
Jack.
see. I don't
Jack
remember
the
that
monkey.
one. Let me see that
That's
monkey.
awesome.
Let me look at this boy.
Oh yes.
He's wearing pirate
and
clothes.
they dress him up. They drip him out, dude.
Yeah, dude. There's one where
I need to
he's got
rewatch
like a
that.
pirate hat on. He looks sweat. Like, oh wait, I saw it right back here. Look at that, dude. He's wearing he's wearing Jack Sparrow's hat.
So sick.
That's
What the hell,
badass,
dude?
bro.
So
I haven't seen any
You're
Pirates
Jack.
of the Caribbean movies in like probably 8 years. It's been a while.
They're pretty good.
They're on.
Yeah.
They're on Disney.
I heard-
They're on Disney Plus now.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're Disney. I remember when like the most recent one came out. I was in like early high school and middle school, and for some reason, I don't think I've seen like the fourth one. And there's like 6 of them.
Which one
I
is
haven't seen
that?
like the fourth one or the fifth one. I don't know. I just know we were going to see the most recent one, and I had missed like the last 2 before that one, and I was like, I don't think
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to
get-
enjoy this very
Yeah,
much.
you've got to see him chronologically.
So then, like,
Yeah,
we like
they don't-
went there, but
yeah,
they sort
stick
of
to a
like
timeline, don't they?
they sort of like
Yeah.
rebooted it. Like it's like just Jack Sparrow. All the characters
They
from the old
rebooted
movies
it?
are gone. They're not in
Why'd
it.
And
they
which one?
reboot it?
In the new one.
What?
The most recent one. It came out like 5 or 6 years ago, but it's just Jack Sparrow because he's the one that everyone likes.
Yeah.
All the like Orlando Bloom is gone, Keira Knightley's gone. They're not in it.
What?
What-
love those
what's that one
characters, though.
called? What's that new one called?
Dude,
I don't think I've seen
Javier
the new
Bardem
one.
is
Was
in
it
it.
any
He's the
good?
villain. No, it was terrible.
I'm about to
I've
say,
only
I've
seen
never
the
heard
first
anything
three.
about it.
We went and we were the only people in the theater. That's the only time that's ever happened to me.
Oh my
we were the only ones.
God.
So we were, dude. I mean, we were like
Nah,
8th
dude.
grade, freshman year of high school. We were running rampant. We were chasing each other around the theater, playing tag. And
You're
like,
going monk mode.
Oh,
in
there was
we
no
were
one.
not-
There was no one in there.
we were not watching the movie at all.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
It was also a terrible movie. It was terribly rated.
Really?
Yeah, but we were just like, whatever. Let's go.
That
see it.
reminds me. That reminds me of this one time I went to see this Adam Sandler movie that had been in theaters for like a few months, and there was no one in the theater, and the projector was at a place that you could like almost reach up to. So we got on the backs of the chairs in the top of the theater and started making hand puppets in it. We made like the butterfly flying around, like
That's
the camel
awesome.
biting each
Is
other.
there ever anyone in that like box room? Like,
Nah. Oh, they just like kind of started. I
Yeah,
think.
nowadays movies aren't like they're not like on film. They're just like digital. So they just.
I didn't know
press
if there was
play.
like a tech person up there at all times.
I think probably not. Unless
dude,
like something goes wrong and they go in there.
If you did that back in like the 70s, dude, there'd be someone up there and they'd yell at you.
Hey, you kid!
You
meddling
meddling kid.
Darn you!
I'm trying to watch the movie here.
There was no one in there, so
That's definitely
Not
how they
anymore,
talked
yeah.
in the '60s. I bet.
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
They all
for
had the
sure.
southern slang.
Oh man.
Right.
All right, y'all. Well,
And-
we are back in black. I'm wearing black shorts.
We're the Mib. The Men in Black.
We're the mid.
We're the Mibs.
I need to rewatch that too. Shit. All
Nah, you
right.
don't.
We are back with an exciting topic. If you caught my preview last week, you know that it is something that we do with our minds that contributes to our thoughts.
Think.
Yeah. If you guess think, you would be incorrect.
I don't
Yeah.
do that very much.
This guy's like a brick wall.
I
You're
won't
Jack-
have much to say regarding that.
You're Jack the
subject.
Monkey. You just act.
I just act my ass off in all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Yeah.
That's all I know how to do.
Yeah, dude, you're a little actor, aren't you? You're in all those film classes.
You just act on instinct.
I do.
Well, we have I don't know if this is a special episode, but by the name of it, it may as well it should be. Shit.
They're always specials.
Dude, welcome to the Dreamcast.
They really are all specials. I'm just not realizing. Like we always call it a special.
Half our episodes are specials.
Everything is special.
We're just a special group
Dude,
of guys.
because we like to treat our audience with special episodes.
Yeah, we
do.
do. We do.
I don't know if this is a special or not, but shit, it should be.
Oh, I think
Shit.
it is.
Dude, when I was like looking over like for this episode, I was thinking like there should be just a podcast that just does like sleep patterns and dreams. I feel like there probably is. What if it's
There's
called?
definitely one on like lucid dreaming.
What if it's called like the Dreamcast and we just stole their name?
Well, there's a system called the Dreamcast, an
True.
old video game system.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
Dude, very good
What?
point.
No way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Sega Dreamcast.
When is that from?
Oh, like the
Long ass
90s.
time- Yeah,
Like
I think
1800s?
Yeah, George Washington was playing. On
Yeah, he was playing Sonic on the Dreamcast.
George Washington and like James Madison were like online with each other.
George Washington got buried with the Dreamcast.
I can see an AI thing of that
Dude,
now.
where were you? I needed you for backup.
Dude, I tried to collect the rings. My child needs to be fed.
Whew. Well, speaking of dreams, boys, I just took a nap. And I think I had a couple of dreams, but I don't remember.
Wow.
Like, let's be honest. Anytime we dream, like, I don't think I remember them 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Because we all started our dream journals in preparation for this special episode, I guess. And I have like 5 dreams I think I logged.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
But I'm not going to mention all
I've
of them.
got one bigger one.
Oh, really? Ever
Yeah.
since you told me to start, well, you didn't really tell me. I told you I started one. Ever since I started one, I had a week period where I would frequently remember my dreams. And then after that, I just haven't remembered them since.
Sorry, go ahead.
I had like bits and pieces of other dreams that I remember, but one I had like very vividly and was able to write that one down.
Yeah, I dream pretty often. I actually dreamt last night, and like when I remember I woke up from the dreams and I was like, oh man, I should write this down. And I was like so tired, I just went right back to sleep.
Yeah, it's really hard to wake up and the first thing you do is just start writing.
But yeah, I remember in March I was like, I'm gonna start writing down my dreams, and I wrote down one, and then I hadn't done it until like 3 weeks ago. I had this crazy one. That's the one I'm going to talk about today.
Alex, you said you had a crazy one too.
Yeah, I got a crazy one.
I mean, mine are kind of crazy. I don't know what defining by crazy is, but like they're interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting info.
I was gonna say, I think the general plan for today is just to talk about dreams in general, and then we're gonna go into sharing our dreams and then being a little introspective about ourselves, like trying to see like, hey, does this like mean anything? You know,
sounds good.
There's always a debate on that. Always is. So,
do they mean anything?
Real quick, when I was doing some like researching, just to like, because I was kind of interested in how dreams worked. Obviously, you only dream when you're in REM, but I found out that when you wake up when you're in REM, that's when you remember the dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how long does it take REM to wear off?
It's like a drug. How long does it take REM to wear off?
Yeah, if I take REM, when I wake up off that REM, how long does it take to wear off?
I think REM happens like when you're 2 hours into your sleep, and it continues, or it cycles out, but the cycle repeats like 2 or 3 times depending on how long you sleep. And the short 20 to 30 minute period of REM that you're in, if you wake up during that period, then you'll have like vivid memories of what you just dreamt about.
Okay.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Because, I mean, I guess I just never wake up when I'm in REM.
Yeah.
Right? But, yeah, I thought that was interesting. And I also found out that apparently you dream every night. And you dream 3 to 6 times a night, according to the Advanced Sleep Medicine Services. Wow. I don't know how credible that is.
They must know what they're talking about.
I think they're pretty credible, man. It says advanced in the name.
I have heard that you dream every night.
I had no idea.
But,
I had no idea you dream every night.
Yeah, I knew you didn't remember most of them. I didn't know you had to wake up in REM, or like your REM cycle to remember it.
I just knew that REM happens every time you sleep, but I didn't know that you dream every time you're in REM, which is kind of weird.
You know what I find really weird? Sometimes, if I wake up throughout the night and I'm having a dream, sometimes I can I'll sleep, start having a dream that I'm like I know I'm having, and then I wake up, realize I was in that dream, and then try to go back to bed within like a minute or two, and then I get right back into the dream where I left off.
What the
really?
fuck?
Oh, that's so cool.
That happens to me
that's
multiple times.
Like,
if I'm having a really vivid dream.
Are you having a lucid dream or just like a vivid dream?
Just a vivid dream. I'm just like, I wake up and I was aware that I was dreaming, like in my woken up state, and then I can go back to bed while thinking about it, and then I'll like go back into that dream.
Wow, so you were almost like conscious about your dream while you were asleep.
Yeah. I'm like conscious about the dream and then continued that into actually being woken up, and then I'm like, I want to go back to bed and continue this dream, and I'll go back to bed and like get somewhere in like the mix of where it was.
I think I've tried to do that before, but it's never really worked. I don't think so. How does that's crazy.
I don't know, it's happened multiple times where it's like close to the morning. I'll like be dreaming, wake up, fall back asleep for like 30 minutes, dream during that cycle, wake up, fall back asleep, dream through like the next cycle.
That's so cool.
And I'll just like continue it.
Yeah, I was going to mention, dude, naps. Like, I don't know why, but sometimes when I'm taking like 20-minute naps, I'll have the most vivid dream I've ever had.
How does that happen?
Interesting.
I actually read about it a little bit, and apparently when you're most exhausted is when you have the most dreams when you're asleep. So usually,
why? Because your brain's trying to like rest as quick as possible?
I didn't really look into why.
Okay. It must just like stimulate your brain a lot because your body's like, I need rest.
Yeah, I think when you're super exhausted and you go into like the sleep state, your brain like has more, I don't know, like interaction I don't really know if that's
Or
right.
neurons firing, maybe?
Yeah, neurons firing in your brain when you're asleep, when you're super, super exhausted. And usually, like, when I'm taking naps, I'm super, super exhausted. And I just need to go to sleep. I don't, normally take naps during the day if I don't need to. But, like, today, dude, I was tabling for 3 hours today. I was like, I gotta go take a nap.
I took a little nap today as well.
The Dogs for Trump stand.
Yeah, dude, I was at the Dogs for Trump stand. Oh, did you walk by? Or did you just...
No, someone in the group chat said that there was a Dogs for Trump stand.
It was right next to our stand.
Oh, it was?
It was funny.
I heard it was kind of
for
intense.
For your
It was
heroes
really intense.
stand?
We were in between UGA Miracle, our competitors, and then Dogs for Trump.
Gosh.
Was Joe over there too at the Dogs for Trump one?
Nah, dude, Joe is not about that life at all.
Thought he was in Young Republicans.
He is, but he's not like super political in that way. He's very he's very laid back Republican. I don't think he agrees with all that nonsense over there. So
Yeah,
he actually walked by. I stopped him. I was like, dude, you're gonna go over to the Dogs for Trump stand? He's like, nah, man. I'm not doing that.
Classic Joe.
Dude, I got stopped by them, man. They were aggressive. There were some aggressive people over there.
Yeah.
They're like, do you think Trump should be freed from jail? Are you gonna vote for Trump?
Gosh.
Just like that, dude. I was like, sure.
Dude, as of
Get me
recording
outta
this,
here.
his mugshot's getting dropped today.
Yeah,
Really?
dude, he got arrested today.
Trump shot?
You already know, like, that's going to get memed everywhere. It's
Oh,
going to be on
yeah,
flags. Like, that thing is going to get...
Yeah, you're gonna walk into some college kid's dorm in like a few months, and it's gonna be the Trump mugshot.
Oh, 100%.
With like some meme text on it.
Yeah.
I just can't take politics like that seriously, bro. That shit's ridiculous. Holy shit.
I know we're not trying to go down the political route, but I need to ask this question if you guys know the answer.
Okay.
How is Trump running for president, but he's being indicted?
It's just the
dude,
laws of running for president.
Yeah, I don't really
But
know
if he
the
gets like,
laws of
if
it.
he gets indicted, then he's like out of the race.
Nope.
How does
Nope.
that work?
It's just like the rules. There's never been a rule that said you can't. So.
Okay.
Because it's probably never happened before.
Yeah, because nobody has ever like. Why
If he
would
goes
some,
to jail,
I mean,
how long
obviously,
is he
if
gonna be
he's
in jail?
Oh, he's gonna get out right away.
Okay.
I think he's gonna like pay bond. And
yeah,
get
we got
out.
bail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, he's rich. He's a rich boy.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, if it comes back around to like a year or two later, because the court systems are slow, he could just be president and then go into jail.
I
Like,
mean,
how does that work?
You'd think.
But
you'd
then
think,
if he's president, he has the central authority to declare, like, he can free people from jail, so he could just free himself. Dude, what are these loopholes?
you'd think that people would see that this guy has gone to jail and they'd be like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't let this guy run our country, but you know. Well,
Okay, I just wanted to ask that question.
Nah, I mean, I'm also curious about that. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just honestly makes me feel like the political system is more of a joke than it already is. But that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah, that is a whole nother one.
All right, back to napping.
Yeah.
Common transition. Donald Trump to napping.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had to have it.
Happens
Had
in
to have
every
it one-
podcast.
Had to have it one time. Oh, every podcast has it.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Yeah, especially the Dreamcast.
Yeah, wherever you are, the Dreamcast. If you're listening to this episode, we love you, and we'll start listening to your episodes.
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably won't. It'll be a one-way love attraction.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I wanted to talk about like why do we dream? Don't you ever think about dreams and wonder like what's the purpose of this, and why does it happen? And
Yeah.
dreams are so weird. Think about it. Dreams are so weird, man.
Well, there's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of repetitive elements that appear in dreams.
Like something like you'll dream about
remember-
something that you know. Or
Yeah,
someone that you know.
yeah, someone that you know, or like
Right.
common themes inside your dreams. Like you were talking about some of yours, and you went to like I forgot if it was like Disney World or something, but you saw like trolls fighting.
Hey, chill, bro.
Just a teaser, just a teaser. And then you had some
awesome.
other ones that had some other
Yeah, I
common
told you that one, no?
themes.
Oh, dude, Colin's in for a treat.
Oh, you
I
are.
haven't
What a
heard any of
legendary
this.
dream.
You just texted me and said I had a crazy dream, but I wasn't
I think
there.
that was a different one.
Yeah, I haven't heard your like crazy dream. I don't think.
That one's one of them, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into them. Woo.
Yeah, we will.
But like, I always think about like how weird dreams are, and even though I'm like a psych major and I've been in plenty of like dream discussion, sleep discussion talks, it still is like weird to think about. Like you're completely like sentient in your day-to-day life, and then you just go home, you go to sleep, and then there's a whole realm of possibilities when you close your eyes, dude.
Yeah, man. It's the brain is just such an interesting part of our body, and there's so much that goes on in it that just like is inexplicable in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, there's a lot of research that's going on. They're trying to explain dreams. Like dreams, like actually is a relatively new field, so they don't know a whole lot about it.
Yeah,
they've been studying like sleep patterns for a while, but specifically dreams, they haven't. Really.
I wonder what ancient civilizations thought of dreams.
Yeah,
dude, I wonder what they were dreaming about.
Like, some people probably thought of it as like almost like a prophecy. I bet, because I mean, there's no way to explain it.
Think about what they were dreaming about. They're dreaming about something that goes on in their day-to-day life. That's probably like their religion.
It could be something that's not going on in their day-to-day life too, and that's like even more crazy.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like anything I've dreamt about has been someone that I know, at least someone that I know, and possibly someone that I've been, or it might be like fantastical. That's a word?
Yep. Cool. I've dreamt of people I've never met. My body will just like my mind will just like put people into places in my mind.
I think you just think you've never met them. Like I feel like that you only dream with people that you know.
I mean, maybe your body. I feel like you.
Or at least,
I don't know.
At least people that you've seen before. Like
I don't know.
It's someone that
I think I've
before.
definitely had dreams about people that I.
Maybe my mind's taken certain elements from people and just like made like an amalgamation of like all those people into one, but there's definitely people I have not seen.
Well, I think it's part of the purpose of some of your dreams is that you're not really like part of the dream is you don't need to know who it is. Maybe that's just why you don't think you know them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's
just the take, because I think that anytime you have a dream with other people in it, they are someone that you've seen before, but you might not know you've seen them before. Like I had a dream where I was fighting this like Hispanic dude. I don't know who he was, but I just knew he was Hispanic.
There's the common theme of fighting.
This isn't racist. I was just fighting him, all right? It's not racist.
We need the preface.
I remember when I was a kid, I had like dreams where I was getting chased by like monsters, like wolfmen and stuff. I don't think I've ever seen one of those in real life. Yeah. Dude, I don't know why. I remember
you could have seen it like a movie or a show.
Yeah.
But again,
that's like the fantasy element of dreams.
I still think your brain can put together so many different items and make it into something that's like, you don't know what it is.
Dude, what is that book series called? Oh, A Series of Unfortunate Events. Did you all read that as a kid?
No. I watched the movie like a long time.
So there was one book.
Isn't there a TV show?
There's also a TV show.
I've seen an episode or two from that.
There was one of the books,
right.
I think they go out in the water. Dude, I don't really remember. But I would have this reoccurring dream where I was out in the water, and it was like the entire plot of that book had carried out in my dream. I couldn't tell you what the plot was because it was so long ago. But like that was just a weird moment. I would have dreams about like books I'm reading.
Yeah.
And it would go like it would
take you to the fantasy world.
Yeah, dude. It would literally I'd be on like a boat fighting this like monster or whatever.
That sounds fun as fuck though.
Yeah, I would usually
it's like the
lose,
Odyssey.
I would usually die.
It is.
I'd
Josh's
usually die
Odyssey.
and wake up.
Have you guys ever had that feeling of deja vu where like there's a moment in your life and you're like, I have been here before in a dream?
Yeah.
There are moments,
not even in a dream. There'll be times where I'm like, I'm like a sidekick. Like I've seen this happen before, but I've never lived this out.
Like there have been points in my life where I was like, oh my god, like I have thought about this exact thing like before.
It's not something that's happened before?
No, like it's like a specific thing. Like I'm sitting in a room with a specific group of people, like in class, and there's like a moment, like something comes up on the screen, or like I see something, I was like, holy shit, like this has happened to me before. Like I remember thinking about this in my head.
It'll just come on to you. Like you'll be sitting, or walking, and then you're just like looking around, like what the
dude?
Fuck?
It's happened to me so many times.
So you've had that experience in a dream?
It feels like it's happened to me in a dream. Like the moments, like it's like I know it hasn't happened to me before, like while I was like in my life, but it's like it's something that's like a visual that I've imagined in my head before. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Like identical to something
You've never had deja vu?
Like in a dream?
I've never.
Dude, this is a different type of deja vu than I'm thinking of.
I can't completely agree with the dream side. For me, it's just like I'll be like if I was just sitting right here, all of a sudden it would come to me. I'd be like, holy shit, I've like seen this before. I've like lived through this experience before.
Yeah, and for me, it feels like it's happened to me in a dream.
Yeah.
Like it was like I dreamt about this last week. Like I remember this exact thing happening, and it's like identical to what I imagined.
That's crazy.
When I get deja vu, it's like it looks so familiar in that moment that I'll be like, I can't even tell if I've seen this, like I've done this before. Like if I was sitting right here with both you guys and I got deja vu, I would question whether or not I've seen this like same exact scene.
Yeah, no,
Really?
that's happened to me before.
So how predictable are dreams, do you think, of your actual life? Like
Mine are never predictable.
What I am saying is that I don't think those things have ever actually happened in a dream to me. It's just like it feels like it has.
But do you think there's some foreshadow element in some of your dreams that maybe hasn't happened yet?
I do think I was actually talking to Charlie before I left my apartment to come here, and I told him we were talking about dreams, and he was talking about how like he, like it's honestly something that's like been proven. Like some of dreams are like part of your like subconscious, like. Certain like if you have a dream that you're like falling, I can't remember what it is, but it like represents something that you're feeling or something that's going on in your life. So dreams definitely can represent parts of our lives. I don't think they're like predictive at all. I don't think they're gonna predict
the
anything.
Dreams where you fall.
Yeah.
Have y'all had dreams where you fall?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Dude, it's so weird.
I think it's been like one or two times where I've dreamt that I'm falling and I will wake up and think I'm falling. And be like it'll snap me out of his sleep.
And you like shake when you wake
it's like
up. Whoa.
It's like Inception, when they're like in a dream, but then they like push them over to wake them up.
Right.
It's like that, but like I'm not actually falling.
Dude, what if incepting becomes real? What if science can create incepting?
That would be crazy.
Oh God!
How does it work again? If you go too deep, you get stuck inside of it, right?
It's like time moves really slow. So like you can spend a lot of time in a dream and like no time has passed in the real world.
Dude, it's like that.
No time has passed in the real world?
Yeah, well you can get caught in limbo also.
If you go too deep.
Yes.
Y'all remember
I haven't
that,
seen Inception in a minute.
Y'all remember that SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob goes into everyone's dreams?
Yeah.
But all of their dream cells are aware that SpongeBob's in it, and they try to like get him out of their dreams so they can dream by themselves.
Yeah.
Gary's is my favorite.
Yeah,
Which one was Gary?
Gary's mighty
like
inquisitive.
He's like a librarian, right?
Yeah.
What was Patrick's dream again?
It was just nonsense. I think he was like in a white space or something.
Sounds about right.
Pretty sure it was nothing. And then Krabs was dreaming about money.
Of course.
Yeah. And then I think Squidward was like pissed off that SpongeBob was in his dream.
Yeah, he was doing like a
he was a performance.
Yeah, he was doing a performance.
I remember he was doing a performance. And then
for
like
the clarinet.
SpongeBob ruined his performance or something.
Yeah, because SpongeBob became the clarinet, right? No, that's a different episode.
That is it. And then he's like, "That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard."
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one.
That is a good one,
dude. Squidward was he could have controlled that dream a little better, man. He could have just started like kicking him off sooner.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Well, if he became the instrument that made all the beautiful noise, you should keep SpongeBob.
That's true.
You should never let him escape from his dream. He'll be stuck in limbo.
He will be stuck in limbo.
So did Squidward actually want him off the dream at the end?
I don't even remember.
I can't remember. It's been a minute.
Dude, that episode hits deep, bro. It hits deep.
Feels like real life.
Woo! So, are we ready to start
Dude, let me take a sip of that. Let me take a sip of that power potion, dude. Let me power up.
What flavor? Kiwi guava.
Let me get just a little sip.
Dude, I had to bring a Celsius with me. I was exhausted when I woke up.
Dude, the worst when I drove down here, I accidentally got one of the green tea matcha ones, and I was like, "Oh, this is not a normal Celsius."
Matcha?
It's like a matcha tea, like a green tea matcha tea flavor.
I know there's,
and it does not taste like normal Celsius. It tastes like matcha tea. So
dude,
there is a green tea one I like out there though. That's like a fruit flavored green tea.
Have y'all had the cola flavored one?
No.
No, I've seen it.
It's so good.
I don't like cola though. I've seen it.
I don't drink soda at all, right? But I had it, man. It was like
it tastes like Coke, right?
Exactly like Coke. Yeah. But just with like a shit more caffeine. Whatever else they put in this.
Yeah, caffeine and 0 calories.
What do they call it
their caffeine blend.
Yeah, something like that. I forgot what it's called, but dude, it was actually really good. Like I don't know why it was that good. They did a really good job at replicating the flavor. Like holy shit! I was drinking straight cola.
My favorite energy drink are definitely Ghost. Ghost energy drinks are like
when you let me have a little sip, I always just
the Swedish Fish one.
I plunge into a new universe.
Yeah, they're like more workout oriented.
I got a
caffeine drinks.
I got an amino acid supplement, Ghost brand.
Really?
Yeah, I just got it from
Ghost has got some good stuff.
So I'm excited to use that for the gym.
Their pre-workout is good too, as long as you don't get the Swedish Fish one. That one tastes like cough medicine. But they have Sour Patch Kid flavor. Oh.
No, I've had the Swedish Fish one. I actually.
Well, yeah, that was the drink form. The drink form is good, but if you get the powder, it's pretty ass. Man, but the like I said, the Sour Patch Kid powder is delicious.
Yeah, dude, delicious. I treated myself. I got the Fruity Pebble protein powder.
Oh yeah,
with the isoprotein.
Yeah, I have
some up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the back.
Yeah, I see it. I got that, and I got the amino acid supplement, Sour Patch Kids flavored.
Oh yeah, that's.
So I'm gonna be going through a flavor blast.
I want to get the cocoa pebble. I want to get the cocoa pebble flavor and mix it with chocolate milk.
That sounds magical.
That it exists. I've seen it.
That?
It's the same. It's the same branch, just cocoa instead of fruity.
How do they get the licensing to
I don't know.
produce those flavors?
It's probably a partnership. They have.
It's probably like a brand partnership.
Definitely a brand partnership.
That makes sense.
We're putting you guys on to a whole new brands of protein powder and pre-workout.
We're taking them to Flavor Town.
We are.
We will be taking you guys to Flavor Town. Is it next episode?
I think so.
I think it is next episode.
All right.
So we're taking ourselves to Flavor Town.
That's going to be more us than them.
But we'll describe it.
We'll do our best. We really should video record that.
We should record.
Because that's like...
Dude, I have a bunch of stuff for my video class that I can bring.
Oh, really?
I have a tripod and some good equipment.
Yeah, dude.
For sound. I have
mics.
Well, we have these
we
mics,
don't need
actually.
Mics.
But I have Bluetooth mics that you just clip on.
Yeah, so
if we need to be mobile and limber.
Yeah, anytime we need to be mobile. I mean, if we end up doing...
of them?
I have 2, but they're cheap. They're very cheap.
Okay.
If we ever do the camping one, we can bring those for that.
You mean when we do the camping one?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it'll pick up sound really well.
We need to pick out a weekend so I can request off from work.
I think it's in 2 weekends.
What? 2 weekends?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Let's record the next one. I mean, we're at a good table right here to where we could put the camera right at the end of the table and it should easily record all 3 of us.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll get it locked in.
I don't want to give away what we're going to be doing, but
yeah, we can just get it locked.
A 4th person there.
I'm down. I mean, we can bring people
as like a guide, a podcast guide. He's like the set person. He's like making sure everything goes smoothly.
Have you guys seen? Oh man, have you seen the Ludwig? Dude, Ludwig is a great entertainer. And he did this video where he went out into the wilderness for 24 hours. And like every hour there would be like a challenge. And like, we don't have like a chat to like vote on things, but there would be like a poll that would come up, be like, what am I sleeping in tonight? And then chat would vote on it, and it would be like a tent.
Damn,
it'd be like a sleeping bag.
Interactive.
It'd be like a pile of sticks, or it'd just be like dirt.
Dude, how would dirt not win every time?
Oh, it wins like every time.
Yeah, I was gonna
the worst option. Sometimes they treat them though. Honestly, I was surprised. Sometimes there was like a one where it was like, how do I start this fire? And it was like flint and steel, lighter, like the stick thing where you have to do this.
Oh my god!
And I think they gave him the flint and steel, so they were like treating him right.
That's nice, yeah. Didn't he used to just like play video games, Ludwig?
Yeah, I mean he still plays them.
Okay.
Like speedrun, he does speedrun and stuff.
He's doing these Mr. Beast-esque challenges now.
Yeah, I mean he got famous off one of the challenges he did, where it was the stream subathon, where he streamed for 30 days straight.
I remember that.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's like what got him big.
He just like slept on stream.
Yeah, he slept on stream and put like videos on while he slept.
Was that the thing you were watching that one time, or was that a long time ago?
This was a long time ago.
A long time ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch a lot of Ludwig though. So
I do not. Isn't he Australian?
No, he is Ludwig Agren. It's somewhere in Europe. I don't remember.
I thought he was. Who am I thinking that's Australian?
I don't know.
I don't know either. There's a good bit of Australian.
Yeah,
YouTubers.
there's a couple. Like, is it Preston? Is he Australian?
He might be. Max Mofo.
No,
he's Australian.
Not him.
With Cold Ones.
Colin's
the podcast.
gotta get more Australian YouTubers in his brain.
I don't really watch YouTube that much. I'll be honest.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I just don't do it.
What do you watch instead?
I don't really watch stuff.
Really, dude? I'm a very big YouTube
I don't
person.
know.
I like only watch YouTube.
Well, it's like when I'm doing something that's like a short task, and I'm like, I don't need to watch it. I'll just put on like a YouTube video and just hear the audio.
I usually just watch like a TV show.
Well, yeah, if I'm sitting down, I'm gonna watch a TV show.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been watching hella Family Feud lately.
Oh, that show slaps.
Like hella. Like Joe is a huge Family Feuder.
Oh yeah,
And
it's fun to play along.
Almost every single night when he's making dinner and he goes to sit down on the couch to eat, he puts on Family Feud.
I bet Joe is so good at Family Feud. I would choose him if he was on my Family Feud
he's
team.
decent. We play it together, like live with the TV. Dude, we always get the answers right. Like always.
You guys are brainiacs.
You just never know what you're gonna say when you're actually there.
Yeah, because of
you get
how much
nervous
pressure
and
there
like
is.
you just like you need to blurt something out.
Yeah, dude, you're on national television, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Steve
people-
Harvey is in front of you. I mean, in his
Yeah,
presence
that
is
mustache is gonna do things to your brain.
there. Yeah. Oh, definitely.
They'll ask people like, "What is your favorite color car?" And they'll be like, "Cat." And then
My wife, Steve.
good answer.
Good answer. And then
yeah.
Steve already puts on that like astonished face, like what?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Where he just goes like blank mode for like 10 seconds,
And then I'll like make fun of him for a while.
and then sometimes the answer is actually up there, and then he's like, I'm sorry, I apologize.
And then he turns around with just like a dumbfounded face.
Oh man,
That's my favorite.
dude. I didn't realize Family Feud was filmed in Atlanta.
Huh.
Like I guess
Yeah.
I kind of knew it, but I didn't really think about it.
So Steve is not too far from us then.
Every time,
Nah, guess
yeah,
not.
it's usually there's a lot of Atlanta families that play. When the show ends, it'll be. I think there's like something that pops up that says like Georgia Productions.
Really? Okay. We
I'm not
should
sure
go
where,
on as a
though.
podcast, and we face another. It'll be like
We
celebrity.
need 2 more
The
members
Arctic
though.
Circle family.
It'll be like Celebrity Family
Yay!
Feud once we're famous.
Yeah,
Except no one will know who we are. No, we'll be famous by then, so people will know.
we got to bring on your dad for that. We're gonna need fifth. We're gonna need
Oh,
2
we're
more
gonna need-
people. We
is
need
it-
your
we need
dad,
5
Josh.
people?
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
gonna
it
be a
was-
brainiac up
Is it,
there.
yeah, it is
It is
5.
5
yeah.
people. So we'll bring on my dad. No, we'll just bring on guests. Like we'll bring on like
Charlie's a
Luke
recurring
and-
guest.
Luke
We'll
and
bring
Charlie.
him on.
Yeah, Luke and Charles
or Michael.
or
and
Mike,
Charlie.
Miguel.
Hola, Miguel.
Hola, Miguel.
Buenas noches, Miguel.
Is that a new one?
Yeah, I just made it up now. All right, are we ready to transition into splurging our dreams?
I'm ready. I'm
Let's
ready.
do it. Let's splurge.
Who wants to start?
I can start since I think I have the most dreams to share.
Yeah.
So let me just.
Well, you can start with like 1 or 2 of them, and then we can talk, and then you can go again.
Yeah, that's fair. Let me pull up my dreams real quick.
It's raining.
Dude, what's
Rain.
today's date?
It
We're
gonna
filming
rain.
on Thursday the 24th. My last dream
Shut
I
a rain
logged.
shaker.
My last dream
Rump shaker?
that I logged.
That's how you make the rain go away. You do the rump shaker.
Do the rump shaker. You know, the thug shaker.
Lift that shirt up. Yeah, shake that shit.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, so I haven't logged a dream since the 14th, so 10 days ago.
Okay.
And I've had plenty of dreams, I just can't remember them when I wake up, man.
Yeah.
It's a curse.
Like it's really hard
It's a
to.
curse.
It's really hard to write
You
them
are
down right when
cursed.
you wake up.
Yeah, just because like,
Sometimes.
you kind of forget where you are in that moment. You're like, oh, I'm in my bed.
Yeah,
And
you-
you're like, oh, what do I have to do today? And then you're like, oh, shit, I need to go back to my dream log. I don't remember it anymore. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
you really gotta like think hard about it right as you wake up.
Yeah, I think I was being a lot more disciplined when I started this. And like right when I was going to bed, I'm like, dude, Josh, right when you wake up, you know what you have to do.
Yeah, that's how you have to do it. You have to say that to yourself before you go to bed, because then your brain will wake up and that'll be like the first thing you think of.
Yeah, it'll be like, where am I? What is this place?
I also recently said something or recently watched something. It's like the moment you wake up is like if you start work in that moment, or I guess work in this moment being writing your dream journal, you're in like a flow state when you wake up. And it sounds
Yeah.
kind of stupid, but
Dude,
you're actually in
no,
like
that's
you're
not
actually in
stupid
like
at
a
all.
flow state because your brain is just like done resting and it has like nothing going on. Like if you're thinking about like a computer RAM capacity throughout the day, your brain like builds up like the RAM and it starts to like overload by like the end of the night. But as soon as you go to bed, it like refreshes it. So right as you wake up, if you start working on something, you're like instantly just in it.
You're locked in, bro.
Yeah, you're locked.
That's how
'Cause you're in
everyone
that
gets,
flow state.
That's how everyone gets
Interesting.
locked in, bro. They take a nap and they lock in when they wake up.
Yeah.
That's how they stay locked in for the rest of the day.
There's something called like flow propeness or propenes or something. So like right when you wake up, if you know what you're gonna do the moment you wake up, you can just like instantly like wire your brain to go full force on what it is.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so I have a couple of dreams that are just about soccer because I watch soccer just about every day.
You do?
So it makes sense that I dream about it a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna choose.
Is Messi in any of them?
He's actually in.
Messi.
I can briefly mention
Uncle
this one.
Messi.
I'll mention 3 dreams. Is that too much?
No, go ahead.
So this one's kind of short, but I was basically in like the Mercedes-Benz locker room for Atlanta United. And
how'd you know what it looks like?
Cause like like when you have that realization in your dream, you know where you are.
Wait, so this is like a lucid dream?
Not really, but like when I was making the setting in my head, like I knew like, okay, this is the Mercedes-Benz locker room.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it. I just had that realization.
I mean, I get what you're saying. You're just like aware.
Yeah,
like, you're alive in the dream, but you're not aware,
I'm not aware
that
that
you're
I'm
dreaming.
dreaming.
Yeah.
No, not at all. But for some reason, my dream self put Messi on Atlanta United, even though he's plays for Miami.
Yeah.
So
you just wanted him at ATL.
Yeah. So I don't know why my dream self like confused the two. maybe just because I don't know. It's Atlanta United, and I've been to some of their games.
Mm-hmm.
But there was like before it was like they were playing a doubleheader, and I completely missed the first game. Like I just don't think I was like remembering that at all. And in between the 2 games, like I Show Speed was there.
Oh boy.
Oops.
That's the I Show Speed intro.
Yeah, that's what makes him spawn in whenever he comes.
Look behind you. He's got a knife.
He's got a knife. Oh God.
So he was in my dream, and I don't know if you've seen the video of him where he like meets Ronaldo.
Yes,
you showed it to me.
And he's like,
he's like
for like 5 minutes.
Ronaldo's really like, he's like, calm down.
I love you, Ronaldo.
And then he's like, do the suey.
Yeah. And Speed's like doing the suey, trying to get him to do it.
But yeah, so I Show Speed was in the Atlanta United locker room, and I was basically just like a spectator. Like I was like a guy with like I was one of the reporters or something, and I was watching him trying to get Messi to sign his like soccer ball. And for some reason, do y'all know who Clint Dempsey is?
Nope.
Oh man,
Dempsey?
He's like a American.
I've heard of the name Dempsey
one
before.
of like the best American players.
All right, Patrick Dempsey.
He's retired though.
He's an actor.
I've definitely heard of a soccer player named Dempsey. I just don't really know my soccer players.
Well, anyway, he had just gotten his signature, which also doesn't make sense because he's retired. So why would he be playing for Atlanta United?
He came back.
Yeah, that was kind of irrelevant, but it showed Speed. It showed Speed being like visibly upset that Dempsey had signed his ball. He was like,
Instead of Messi?
He was like cussing out Dempsey. He's like, I only want Messi's signature.
Damn.
That would be something Speed would do.
And so like they were talking, and you could tell like Messi was actually being proficient at English, which is something that's not a reality at all, like at all.
Just like, hey guys, it's me, Messi.
He's got an American accent.
Yeah. So he got his signature, and like I was looking at their uniforms, and it had like my hometown club on the bottom as like a sponsor. I was like, that's not realistic at all. I think so. In my dream, I was like, wait, why is my club on their uniforms? It was one of those realizations where like this should not happen ever. But so after they meet, the second game begins, and I remember actually being put into Messi's body. And I was playing the game as him.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my
You
God.
were Messi.
I was like first person Messi. And so
Freaky
Freaky Friday.
I
Freaky
could-
Friday Messi.
Yeah, it was Freaky Friday. It must have been a Friday.
That means Messi was in your body.
What day was this? The
Probably
the
like,
11th.
who am
I
I?
wonder what he did. Have you ever seen that Nike commercial with Ronaldo?
Dude, the 11th was a Friday. I dreamt it on a Friday.
Friday the 11th.
Have you seen that commercial with Ronaldo?
Which one?
It's a Nike commercial, and it's literally Ronaldo and like a random kid swap bodies, and the kid becomes
Yes,
Ronaldo.
dude. Yeah.
Dude, that is one of the best
It's so
sports
good.
commercials
You gotta watch
ever.
that, Alex.
It's like
I'll see
10
it.
minutes long.
Because no, the
But
guy
it
is
is-
supposed to.
minutes.
The guy's,
It's like a whole like short film.
Oh,
he's
Yeah.
supposed to represent Raheem Sterling. I think.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, basically like it starts off and like the kid's Ronaldo now, but he's like terrible at soccer because he's a kid. Ronaldo's the kid and he's like insane. All of his friends are like, whoa! And then it chronicles like the kid grows up still in Ronaldo's body like 10 years later, and the guy who's become Ronaldo.
Well, you missed the part where they had clashed.
Yeah, the way they
bodies.
swapped bodies was like they like clashed heads at a soccer match. Like the kid was in the stands and Ronaldo
they got up and
bumped
were
into
in a
it.
different body.
Okay.
And
That's
so yeah,
crazy.
then like throughout the video, like the kid who's Ronaldo starts to get better and then becomes just as good as Ronaldo was before. And then Ronaldo, who's the kid, is Ronaldo in a kid's body, so he grows up to be just as good. Then they face each other again.
Holy
Soccer.
And then they
crap.
clash again.
Oh, it's
What is
such
this a commercial
It's
for?
a Nike commercial.
And then they
Okay.
switch
Yeah.
back over, but the kid still is just as good.
Yeah,
Is
because
Is the message of the commercial you can do anything with Nike?
I don't even know what the message is. It's just a cool commercial.
It was really cool.
Yeah,
it was
it's
what, it was,
awesome.
I think it was around like 2015, 2016.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
It was when Portugal had won the Euros, which was 2016.
Yeah.
So Ronaldo was like the big name.
Yeah, dude, that commercial is awesome.
Yeah, that's a good shout out right there.
It's just like that commercial. Maybe that's what made you have this dream.
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like I didn't switch bodies. I just kind of took the place of Messi's.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I was doing these moves that I would never be able to do in real life. Like my dribbling was immaculate.
Yeah.
And
You dribble
I
six
remember
people at
I scored
once.
2 goals, and it was way too easy. Like I was facing like
It's
little
like
kids,
world class players.
little toddlers. I was playing little toddlers, and I remember doing Messi's celebration where he points to the heavens like that,
Yeah.
like for his grandma, and I was like, dude, I'm Messi right now.
That's awesome.
I had like a
Messi.
realization in my dream that I was Messi. And then the dream ended, like I think during the game, so I don't know if we won or if we lost. I just kind of woke up. But yeah, that was my random ISO speed Messi dream.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's very cool. I
don't-
wonder what that means.
What a
I don't know
dub.
what to think of it really. I think I watched so much. I've been watching a lot of Miami's games, so I guess Messi's just kind of been on my mind a lot. I guess
Yeah.
that's why I was thinking of him.
Yeah.
But
It's not like my parents, dude. They've been watching Miami games too, and they'll always text me about Messi.
oh really, dude?
Yeah.
Let me text your parents.
Yeah, dude, I'll give you their numbers.
Let me text your parents.
Hit me up with them digits.
Yeah, I'll give you my mom's number. You
Where's
guys
my
gonna
number?
text about Messi?
I think I'm gonna hold off on my other 2. So
I want to hear the troll dream, dude.
no, yeah, I will. I'm gonna let you guys share.
Okay.
Let you guys splurge.
Okay.
Alex, you want to share yours?
Yeah, I was reading back over mine, and the way I wrote this, you could really tell I wasn't awake. There's some things in here that is just like I think I wrote the word trees, and I wrote the word tress with 3 S's. It says tress.
Stress.
Oh yeah. Well, this one I had August 22nd. I wrote this down.
Oh, wow.
So August
So-
21st, August
was
22nd.
2 days ago.
Yeah, this was very recent dream. But so I started out as like a very casual dream. I want a golden retriever, and I had a golden retriever, and I was just like walking him around at a dog park. But the dog park was like sort of my backyard to a house too, so I was like walking around in the dog park, taking my dog around there.
Was it your house or someone else's?
It was like, I mean, it was my house, but it was like a house I've never seen.
Right, so it was supposed to be your house in the dream world. But
Yeah.
You've never seen it before.
Yeah.
That's
And I was like walking my dog around, doing dog park things. And we go back inside, and there's like, when I get inside, there's like 6 or 7 people in my house. And I'm like, what is going on here? And I look at all of them, and they all look like archaeologists.
What?
Yeah, they're all wearing like the you know,
the jackets and the safari hats.
yeah, the
kinda?
safari hats with like the little bullets in them,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
the tan like
And
dig
they've got
clothes.
like the I don't know, like the explorer shirt on with
Yeah.
like the cut sleeves.
Yeah, there was like it looked like a cast out of like Clue. Like Clue the mini,
Oh my
like
God.
Clue the
That's
board
awesome.
game.
So what happened after that?
Oh, that was just the beginning. It went down a rabbit hole. But like when they got in there, they were all waiting for me too, and they were all waiting for me, and they like looked at me, and they were saying something. I don't know if this like mistranslated it in my phone or if I actually meant this, but I kind of forgot this part. But it said I said they were talking to me, as I remember this part. They were talking to me because they wanted to find some like relic or some like archaeology, like historical dig that they needed, and it wasn't like a nice sect of people. Like they were pushing it because they really wanted this. It was like the
greedy.
bad people in like archaeology movies that want like the pharaoh's tomb that causes a trap.
Like a horror movie?
A little bit, yeah. and it said here, and this is the part I'm not 100% sure on, but it said they wanted to buy some UGA land, but I think I owned it. And I remember there was like a hotel or like some big kind of like apartment building that I think I owned that was on this land. And they wanted to buy it because underneath the building was the historical artifact.
Oh my God.
And I remember I was like, no, I own this property. And they're like, no, we are taking this property from you. And I still like rebutted. I was like, no, like this is not gonna happen. And then they started. It got a little more aggressive. They started really pushing me to the point where they pulled out weapons.
Oh my God!
What type of weapons?
Oh, like a flintlock pistol.
Oh my God!
Like katanas. They had some katanas.
Archaeologists with katanas.
There was a dog too, like an aggressive dog, and they whipped him out on me. And I think I was a girl in the stream too.
Why didn't you
Oh my gosh! We're gonna have to analyze that after the stream.
That doesn't mean anything. I was like half.
Why was that in the movie?
I was like a girl at some parts and a guy at others, but I was like living in someone else's
You were
body.
having a gender crisis, dude. I
was living in someone else's like body, but I was their conscious. And I immediately, like, as soon as they pulled out the weapons, I just booked it. Like, I just ran out of the house.
You should have flashed them and like, woo!
What happened to your dog? Do you still have your dog?
I don't know where he went.
Leave the dream.
He just phased out.
Yeah.
The golden retriever was gone.
At least he's safe.
And I booked it out of this house into like the streets, and the streets immediately opened up into like a jungle style forest.
Oh,
that's crazy.
And I just booked it into the
Dude,
forest.
this sounds like an Indiana Jones movie.
It pretty much like
does,
was.
It really does.
And I booked it into the forest, and they like all start chasing me. Like they want this land, and they're gonna kill me for it.
Dude, y'all remember real quick? You remember that Phineas and Ferb movie? I think.
What happens?
I think they like go through different like universes.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of remember
like
that.
A jungle chase scene. I think. That's just completely
With the monkeys.
I think so.
I remember the monkey in the opening when they're giving it like a bath.
Yeah. All right, you can continue.
But yeah, they were chasing me into this jungle, and this jungle like had sprawling trees. Like, you guys remember when we played the most recent Fortnite update when they added like the jungle biome?
Yeah.
And there was like trees that you could walk on, like the branches were like
I think
platforms.
I think they're still there. I played it the other day.
They probably are. It was pretty recent, but there was like like jungle trees, like large sprawling jungle trees with like platform level branches
Were you like
that you could
sliding
walk
down
on.
the branches like in Fortnite?
Well, at first I had just gotten into the jungle, and they were like all like tailing me, like chasing me. And the first people that came at me, it was like 3 people with katanas, and they were all coming at me. And I immediately got onto a tree and started like climbing up. And I somehow I think I kicked one of them in the face and like grabbed their katana. And then the other 2 came at me, and I started like slashing them because they were coming at me, and I had to fend myself off. And then there was like this like assassin, like very, very talented, very proficient with weapons person that started chasing me into the trees.
Like the boss battle?
Yeah, this was like the boss battle, and they chased me into the trees and were like following all my moves but better and like gaining on me.
Oh wow.
And I remember I go onto the bottom of one of these like large branches. It's like 5-6 feet wide. I like go on the bottom of it, and this brings in the climbing element to it. And there was like V1 jugs on the bottom of the branch.
No, there were not.
Yeah, dude. And I was like holding myself up under the branch.
Oh, you're a
like,
V1 pro.
Like
bro.
holding myself up onto them in hopes that they wouldn't find me. And I don't know exactly where they went, but they were somewhere near the branches on me. And I had fallen off of this tree branch, and like it was a high ways up. And I fell off the tree branch and summoned a flood under me so that it would catch me and wipe out like the person on top of the tree.
Shit, you had superpowers.
Yeah, dude, I was like Jason Mimosa. I was like Jason Momoa and Aquaman, dude. I just summoned the flood to catch me and fight off my foes.
Hell yeah.
And that was like the final boss battle that I took out with like a tsunami level
that guy
wave.
from Rick and Morty, like the Aqua guy.
Yeah, I can make police fuck each other.
Fight, fuck, flee.
I was him for all of about 10 seconds, and
That
then
was awesome.
I caught myself in the dream. Fought off the last boss and was able to protect the relic.
Dude, that's a
Wow.
crazy. So you won, dude.
I did.
thought
I
you were
did
gonna die.
win. No, I didn't die.
You got to make this a movie. This sounds awesome.
So
It
what
really
does that
could.
mean?
It really could.
So,
Yeah, I experienced
That's nice.
the next day. Actually, it happened to me the next day in real life.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy dream. I woke up and I was
Dude.
like, I gotta write about this.
What?
This is like fucking
What
wild.
an adventure.
Yeah, that's a joyride.
I went through
yeah.
multiple different biomes.
Wow, dude. Oh
Wow.
my god.
You guys have had dreams that are like,
I don't think mine are
So-
as crazy as that.
well, that is just like really awesome. That's also awesome for different reasons. Mine is just wacky.
I have two.
Mine is just really
I
wacky.
have two crazy ones that you
Oh
haven't heard.
man, I'd
let's
love to
just
hear
hear
it.
one.
That was my dream.
Okay.
I have some other
So-
like smaller ones and bits and pieces I can talk about after,
Yeah.
but that was
I
the
think
best
I still
one.
have two more to talk about.
Yeah,
So
we can just keep going.
yeah, this is fun. I like this.
So my dream.
I gotta keep writing my dream.
My-
Holy shit!
this is
you have like
a-
a small narrative over
Dude,
there.
it's
Look at
it,
mine,
I had
Alex.
a lot. I had a lot. I remembered a
Alex,
lot of
look
this
at
dream.
mine.
It was
Holy
kind of
shit.
a long one.
You guys,
You see?
this is all I had.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to be looking back in this just so I can remember everything.
Wait, before we move on,
Is that one dream?
No, it's a couple.
Oh, okay,
dreams.
this is the dream I'm giving.
Holy shit!
Dude, a lot
Dude,
happened.
wait,
get
before
to
we
it,
move
bro.
on, when I was talking about the bad writing, here's a good description. I wrote she, but that was like also kind of me because I was like third person. She proceeds to fend off hordes of evil antagonists who attempt to kill her with katanas, gun, and tree parkour.
What I don't understand is they had a gun the whole time.
Yeah, they didn't really use them.
That's so funny.
And I also wrote, in one moment, she was chased by a girl who had lived among huge tress. She was like a feral girl. That was the
Forest girl.
boss battle. All right, that's my dream.
All right. So my dream,
It's like an avatar.
set the stage.
She was.
I start off in the dream. I'm living in a condo on the boardwalk. I
Like
don't
from Monopoly, like boardwalk.
like a boardwalk, like
Okay.
a beach boardwalk.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just had like a beach condo.
Yeah, I would think that it's Ocean City, Maryland, but once you hear what happens the rest of the stream, this is not a real place.
It could have been
anyways,
bits and pieces. Of
I'm in a
it.
condo on a boardwalk, and my family and I live there. But we live there with our next door neighbors. We all live there together. The only reason I know this is because they were just there. And,
Are any of your next door neighbors your hometown friends?
I mean, like I know them. I'm friendly with them.
Oh, okay. I mean, like ones I've met.
No,
Okay,
you have not
okay,
met them.
okay.
And I remember outside, it was like there was like a fair, like like a boardwalk fair, like a Ferris wheel, all that stuff, and it was like immediately outside of our condo, like it was going on all day, loud, children screaming right outside of our place. So I do remember very vividly. It was Maryland Day. I don't know what that Maryland Day is not a real thing. I don't know what that means, but I just know it was like Happy Maryland Day, everyone!
Yeah,
It's Maryland Day. We gotta go out. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna.
We gotta go out.
Happy Maryland Day.
So I
What
left the
fuck is
house.
Maryland
I
Day?
left the house, the condo, and I went with my friend Brad, who you guys met, and my friend Hank from my study abroad, which is also just kind of funny that they were together. We got in my friend Brad's car and we drove.
Oh man.
We drove to this mansion that was like where like the Tate parking deck is. Like where the Tate parking deck is on campus, that's where the mansion was
What?
placed. Like we drove down Baxter. We
Yeah.
parked Brad's car at this parking lot that's not real. It's not actually on Baxter. And then we walk down and like there's this giant mansion there. We're like, okay, let's go. It's a party. We're going in. And
So you went from Maryland Boardwalk to Tate.
yeah, so this place is your house, Alex.
My house?
I'll explain how I know it's your house later on, but it's like
this
this.
house?
No, it's a mansion, like massive. It's like your home house, like with your family. Like,
Yeah.
you live there, and you're throwing this
For
massive.
context
party.
for the listeners, he's never seen my actual house.
No, I'll explain how I know it was your house like later on. But anyways, we walk in the mansion and like all of my friends from home and like all of these like NPCs in my life are there. Like, you know, you have like NPCs in your life that are just like, they exist, and it's just like, there's a person that I know, but like I'm not friends with them.
Yeah.
They were all there too. Like all of the NPCs were there.
This sounds like the Rick and Morty episode where all the people start coming in.
Dude,
and they
yeah.
they'd have memories of them.
It was packed. And I remember once I was at the party, I didn't have a single drink, but I was like really drunk. Like really drunk. And I was like, yeah, I have a good time. But I also remember I kept telling people, I started to get really stressed. I was like, guys, like, I have 2 presentations to give tomorrow. And everyone's like, oh, like, are you prepared? Do you have notes? I was like, I haven't started. I'm going to do that. Like my first presentation is at like 9 a.m. I'm like, I'm just going to wake up tomorrow morning and do all of them. And I remember this was like looming over me the whole dream. Like in the back of my mind the whole time, I was like, oh my God, I have these fucking presentations. So anyways, I'm at the party and I go and I play Clue with my friends Melanie,
we both have
Owen,
Clue
and Mackenzie
elements.
from home, and then Akbar. We were all playing Clue.
Wow, dude. We actually know all this.
And then I think we got to one turn. Like one person did their move, and then we just got distracted and started talking, and nobody played again. So we all stood up.
Sounds like a typical game night.
We leave and we go into this other room. Dude, this part is just like, I don't know.
This other room is crazy.
I don't know what the fuck made me think of this. Okay, so on the TV, it's like a Sweet Life on Deck movie. It's Zach and Cody, but one of them is evil. And his hair is black, and he's caused this massive tornado on the ship. He's wiping out everyone. Like he's become omnipotent, and he's like taking out the whole ship, and he's like above the tornado, like floating, like taking everyone out. And like the other brother's like trying to fight him and like
was
take
it
him out.
Zach or Cody?
I want to say Cole Sprouse was the evil one.
Okay.
Which one was that? Cody or is that?
I don't know.
Which one
but Cole Sprouse was definitely the evil one, and the other one was fighting him. And this was just on the TV. I remember walking, I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, this movie. Like, yeah.
I know this one.
And there was like a bunch of people like all in like chairs, or like sitting on the floor, just like watching it. And this is how I know it was your house. Your parents were there, and they were it was in their bedroom, like their master bedroom. But they were not in there. They were like kind of off to the side in the hall, and they were sitting in chairs like this, like they were in a waiting room. Like they were waiting for everyone to leave their room, finishing the movie. So they were like,
you gotta finish that movie.
Like they were all in the main room, like watching it,
room.
and then like you kind of go down the hall and like around the corner is just your parents with chairs against a wall, just like sitting there, and they're just like waiting for the movie to be over.
That's hilarious.
And
just
then
chilling.
Yeah, I guess so. Shit.
So then, yeah, okay. I said like in my notes, like that's the only way I knew it was Alex's house. But then I figured it was your house because they were the only parents there. Mm-hmm. It was just your parents. So I was like, Alex must have been throwing a party.
Classic.
And then I remember like we were leaving and your dad and I had like the most uncomfortable handshake ever. And then
that sounds like something my dad would do.
Your dad gave me a really judgmental look. Like he was kind of just like, "What the fuck's wrong with this guy? Like, why do you do that?" I was like, "Oh no." So then we left.
Mike.
And then we left the mansion. And so then I'm back with Brad and Hank. We're walking up the Baxter Hill back to the parking lot we parked in. And I remember seeing like a SWAT truck pull into like the Domino's parking lot. And we're like,
on Baxter?
Yeah, we're like, that's kind of weird. Like, what are the SWAT cars doing here? And then there's like SWAT officers with like AKs like standing outside. Like, something's going on. We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
and then we're in the parking lot. We're starting to walk. And then this like old homeless woman is there. And she's like staring at us. And we're like, this is kind of weird. So we kind of like, we're like walking, like kind of like ignoring her, but we keep turning and she starts following us.
Oh
so like, she's like following us. I also wrote that she was, I also wrote that she was wearing Jordans. That was what I remember.
That's a key memory of her.
And then like, I remember being like,
just Jordans.
I remember in the moment, like feeling really scared. I was like, this is freaky. Like something's happening. So then like, we're like still walking. She's coming closer, and then Brad starts sprinting. So we all start sprinting. She starts running after us, like chasing us. We're like, oh my god! And we're in the parking lot, and then the SWAT officers are coming with their assault rifles, like behind us, chasing her.
Oh my god!
It reminds me of the bear video.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where her other self starts chasing her down the road.
Yeah,
dude, it felt like that.
That reminds me of those TikToks where it's like, I'm walking with this girl to make sure she gets home safely, but the girl's like, they're like 100 feet in front of them, and she's like, now they're running from me, so I'm running to make sure they stay safe.
It actually says, I said, Behind us, there was a man with an assault rifle who I think was a cop, but he didn't have on a uniform. So
Just had an AR.
He gave me like cop vibes, but like who knows?
Cop vibes.
And then
Yeah.
we get to the other end of the parking lot, and there's a big crowd of people. And then once we got to the crowd, I was like, okay, we're safe now. Like there's people here, and they're all gathered around this van where a guy's being arrested, and the guy was the old woman's husband. The one that was chasing us.
In Domino's?
I don't really know why. Like I came to that conclusion. It was just like a guy's getting arrested. And we're like, oh, that must be her husband. Like that makes sense.
They didn't like go up to each other?
No, they didn't interact at all.
You just, like,
I just
had
wrote
that-
down. I
you
just
just
wrote down that it was
inferred.
her
So
husband.
you just had that thought. Like,
Yes.
When you were asleep.
So then we got in Brad's car and we left. And then
Not the Jordans.
okay,
Is this not it? Is this not over?
Oh no, we've got some more left. This is what I wrote in my note. This is the part of the dream that confuses me. When we left the lot, Brad's car was normal. Then once we dropped Hank off, the car suddenly morphed into something different, which while it happened was normal to me. Suddenly I was in a massive public transit bus. And like,
it's like a
it was like a
transformer.
UGA bus, but it was like packed. Like there's a ton of people in there and everyone was back like drunk celebrating from Maryland Day. We're all heading home.
Maryland Day.
And Brad's car, dude. And Brad's car was still there, but it was now the size of a toy car, and I was trying to fit my feet into the car. Like it was like at my feet, and I was like trying to put my feet in it while I was on the bus.
What the hell?
And then eventually I gave up on there.
That's a crazy transition that some director should use.
Dude,
man.
I eventually
dude.
gave up on it, and then like some of my friends from home were on the bus, and I was telling them the story about the old lady. I was like, "This fucking old lady just chased us. Like this is crazy." And then I got home,
In the Jordans.
and there was like a bunch of kids like in high off sugar and stuff at the fair, just like running around.
High off sugar.
And then
they got some sweet
went
goods.
back to the condo. My mom was on the middle floor, like on the couch, like asleep because it was really late. But then it was like 2-3 a.m. at this point. Then all of a sudden, my whole family wakes up and they all go to the couch to watch Oppenheimer. But then whatever, they were like, "Oh, we're about to watch Oppenheimer." It was like 3 in the morning. Like everyone was asleep, and my mom was on the couch. She's like, "Okay, it's time to watch it." So then, like they're all
Just
watching
taking a
it.
quick nap. before
But like the
Oppenheimer.
movie that was on the screen was not Oppenheimer at all. I just remember Cillian Murphy was in it, and he was a cashier at a convenience store.
What the fuck?
I don't know if that's any movie.
And then the dream ended, and I woke up.
Dude, so what does that
The one
mean?
thing that I
Yeah, what does
I
that
said, the
mean?
stuff about the presentation kept hanging in my mind. And I also remember when I was home, I was like, I want to watch Oppenheimer, but like I have to go to sleep. I have a presentation. And I was like so stressed, and I woke up and I was like, I don't have to give a presentation at all. Like this is awesome. And it was like the best feeling
awesome.
in the best
Oh,
feeling in
yeah.
the world.
And not getting chased
And
by a
then,
homeless
yeah,
person.
That's how
Yeah,
I
in
remembered.
Jordans.
That's how I remembered to write down the dream because I was
What?
like, the fact that I remember, I was like, oh wait, I don't have a presentation to give, and then I was just like,
Oh,
oh my
yeah.
god, that dream was crazy.
Yeah.
So then I just wrote it all down.
Sweet Life on Deck where they're spawning a
Dude,
tornado, dude.
I
That's
I don't
just
know, like,
crazy.
how,
That is a
I don't know
crazy
how my
movie.
mind thinks of the
That would
things
be a
it
great
does.
movie for them, though. Holy crap.
I do remember like my friends and I had talked about Sweet Life on Deck like earlier that week, and I think that's what spawned that thought in my brain of Sweet Life on Deck.
Isn't there a Sweet Life on Deck movie?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is. It doesn't go like that, though.
Doesn't
Yeah,
involve
no,
one
I
of them
don't
becoming omnipotent and swallowing the ship in a tornado. I just remember he had like
dude.
long black hair. He was
Holy-
evil.
Looks like someone had
Oh,
a kiss.
gosh.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man, it was a hell of a dream.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Well,
Glad I
We've
wrote
got
it
some
down.
good dreams going on here.
dude, I have two ones that are more crazy than the one I just gave, and I don't know if they're gonna be as crazy as yours.
I mean, mine was like, the thing with mine was like,
It felt
mean,
long, dude.
it was, and also like, not actually, but like, it's all things that could happen on Earth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nothing supernatural happened in the dream, is what I'm trying to. Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
The part with the car morphing and stuff.
yeah,
that's
that
not
is
true.
that
Totally
could
not
happen.
Other than that,
happen.
though,
Dude,
You haven't
everything
seen
was
that happen?
realistic.
You haven't seen that happen?
I honestly forgot about that part until I just read it.
Oh man, what a dream.
What a
Oh,
dream.
man, dude, I'm looking at my dreams. I have two more soccer ones. I'm just gonna skip those.
Hey, big soccer guy.
I
Dude,
guess
I want to hear the troll one.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
wanna
tell
hear
that
this.
one right now, and then
Okay.
I think I have one that's even crazier than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
The troll
basically,
battle.
I remember like being put in this setting, and it was like an arena, like almost like a rodeo arena, but it was under like a small tent, and like my dream self realized for some reason that I was at Disney World. Like I just knew, I'm at Disney World. Like this is normal. There's like a dirt.
Dude, it sounds like when you fall asleep, you just become aware of yourself in the dream.
Well,
like
no, it's not. I don't become aware. It's just like I know where I am. It's
well, I guess let me rephrase it. You don't become aware that you're dreaming, but you become aware. You gain awareness in your dream.
My geolocation is peak in my dream.
Yeah, so, that doesn't happen normally.
I don't know, man. I feel like all my dreams I know where I am.
I'm just saying.
So, yeah, dude, I'm a special guy.
Your sense of direction.
Oh, it's not good.
Whenever we're walking through neighborhoods, I'm like, oh, we got to go this way. You're like, where are we?
I'm very bad at directions. I mean, I still use directions to go some places in Athens. I'm not going to lie. Mm-hmm. Like, even if I've been there multiple times before, I'm like, is it that place or is it the place next to it? Like,
that's GPS for you, man.
Yeah.
GPS.
What would I do without my phone? All right. So I was in this like Disney World-esque arena, but it wasn't like Disney World at all. Like it was just an arena that was supposedly in Disney World. Mm-hmm. And I was with my sister Becky and my friend Ben. I don't think y'all have met Ben or Becky, but I was with both of them. I knew that I was with them. And this was like a carnival game kind of thing. But in this game, you had to fight 2 trolls.
Wait, I thought it was your brother.
No, it was my friend and my sister.
Okay.
You had to fight 2 trolls. And like I knew from the start, like the trolls aren't obviously trolls. They're paid actors that are like that work for Disney World, but they're just like dwarfs.
It's like a commercial, it's like at a commercial, and at the bottom it says "not real trolls." These are paid actors.
But like their makeup job on them is so freaking realistic that they look like trolls.
Like something out of Lord of the Rings.
Like almost like the Star Wars trolls that work for Jabba the Hutt. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
Like the Jawas?
Well.
No. Like the troll guards of like the Jabba the Hutt place.
Oh, like they have like the horns and stuff?
Yeah, they have like little horns.
Okay, yeah.
So, like for some reason, we started the game and there was like a larger troll and a smaller troll, and Ben is way taller than me. He's probably like 200 pounds. Like he's way bigger than I am. But he for some reason made me take on the larger troll, and he took on the smaller troll. And I remember like the trolls were like comically easy to beat up. Like you just beat the shit out of them and they just lose.
Yeah.
But I remember Ben at the start.
Just fuck them up.
Ben at the start was like,
just beat the shit out of these people.
By the end of their workday, they're just like fucking bruised and battered.
Dude, at the start of the dream, Ben was like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna take these on by myself," and he got like battered, like he got fucked up. And I remember that. The trolls had their own scoreboard and we had our own scoreboard, but the trolls had gained 2 million points from beating up Ben.
They got all the combo breakers.
So when we actually started the troll fight again, because we played it that one time, we lost. Ben was too cocky, and we played it again. And I don't know why, I fought the larger troll, and we were instantly beating the shit out of them. And like we were doing these moves. We did the Lion King. I wrote we did the Lion King to them multiple times.
You lift them up. And
yeah, we do the Azbenia.
Simba.
But like every time you did it, you had to say Azbenia.
That's disrespectful as fuck. You were emoting on them.
I was about to say you were emoting.
I was literally manhandling them.
Troll handling.
I was troll handling them. But, like, that would get us, like, the most points. Like, you just picking them up.
That's the secret way to get all the most points.
And so, by the end, we had kicked and punched and Lion Kinged them so many times. We had 30 million points.
Oh
my gosh.
You put their 2 million to shame.
But, like, at the end, there was no prize. So, we just walked away with, like, confidence, I guess. And pride. So, yeah, that was that. That was that. And then, like, as we were walking away, the setting morphed into like a room, but it was very similar. It was full of like patches of grass and dirt, but it was like an enclosed room. But it was a pretty large room. Like I had trees and stuff. And I don't think I was still in Disney World. Like there was no sign of that. I didn't really know where I was. It was like an escape room almost. I was just in like this random room. But I was still with my sister and my and Ben. Also, my sister plays no role in this at all.
She was just there.
Yeah, she's just there. She's not. She's like is in my dream. I recognize her that she's there, and then she's just not ever saying anything or like contributing to.
Was she still there the whole time, or did she phase out?
No, she's in it the whole time.
Is she like my golden retriever?
I guess so. Yeah, it's like your dog that's just somewhere with you.
Hopefully, he didn't get slain.
We were in this room, and we're like, what are we supposed to do in here? Like, what's the purpose of us being in this room with the dirt, grass, and trees? But like I think my sister like points at a frog, and she's like, oh, we gotta beat up that frog.
There's your sister coming into play.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. She actually did participate.
That's a big role. You would have never beat the fuck out of this frog.
But it was also a game. Like, it was some sort of game. We're putting this game. We don't know where we are. It's like we're putting the cube. Remember the cube?
Yeah. Oh, I can't forget
man.
the cube.
Yeah, fuck that movie.
I want to forget the cube.
I did too.
But I can't.
That movie haunts me to this day.
Yeah.
But we're put in this room. We have to kill or hurt this frog. And the only way you get points is from, like, actually hitting the frog. Or killing it.
Frog time.
And so there was like a fly swatter that's right next to me. It like spawns in like with like a glow. I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to grab that and start swatting the frog. So I start swatting the frog. Becky and Ben, they don't actually ever get a weapon. I remember Ben
bare knuckles.
No, Ben literally like the only move he would do was he would go up to the frog and like try and pick it up.
Do the Osabenzia.
And then he would hold it up for me and be like, whack it, Josh. Whack it. like whack-a-mole. Like, whack.
Yeah.
So we did that a couple times, but I did not remember what happened after that, and then I woke up. So, yeah, that was the hit the poisonous frog game. I don't know, man. That was a weird-ass dream. I could not explain
I love the trolls.
That is awesome.
I didn't hear the part about the frog last time.
This sounds like a dream.
I didn't tell you about the frog?
I don't think so.
Sounds like a dream about just like letting out anger.
Dude,
Stress.
I realize I have a lot of aggressive dreams. Like I beat the shit out of this Hispanic kid in another one. I'm not gonna talk about it, but
That's gotta be racially motivated.
I don't think so, man.
Just kidding.
Man, that is awesome.
Yeah, Alex, do you have another dream to mention?
Well, I just have bits and pieces.
Bits and bobs.
Yeah, there was one I had like the other night. One of my Instagram crushes. Her her Instagram handle is not Rebecca.
Why would you say that out loud, dude?
So people can see what I'm talking about.
She's probably ugly.
This way they can get a visual for my dream. Nah, dude, she's pretty good looking.
Is
But
she
was
the ugly girl you showed me?
No, that's Joyce Lee.
Oh God.
I know what he's talking about just by that.
What?
She's not ugly in my
He always
opinion.
shows me girls that he thinks are attractive. I'm like, dude,
They're like e-girls.
She looks repulsive.
They're like e-girls. They're like e-girls. So
It sounds
he's
like
not
you
big
guys
in
just
the
have-
e-girl.
You guys just have
Different
very
types.
different tastes.
Yeah.
Different types.
Not Rebecca's not an e-girl, but she was like in the dream, and she had like just broken up with her boyfriend.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, it was like near me happening too. And I was like, oh man, it's a little cursed looking at it afterwards. But I was like, oh man, now is my time, dude. This time I shoot my shot. And I just remember it was just like it was kind of like a shit show because she was going through that, and I was trying to like talk to her, and it was just all these different elements going on. But I got to see not Rebecca in my dream, so it was a good time.
And that was just like
That was about
That's
it.
a pretty happy dream.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty fun.
That's awesome.
I don't really remember much besides that.
Colin, do you have any other dreams? Not really. I could just
not
go
really, no.
splurge my last dude. Splurge is the word of the cast today.
Go for it,
Splurge.
Splurge. All right, I'm gonna close
I'll pull up
off
a picture of her.
our dream share segment, our DSS.
DSS.
With a very phenomenal dream. It's actually my most recent one.
She was in my dream.
Oh, I'm already
she's
there.
not bad.
I'm already there.
Yeah, she was in my dream.
All right, are you guys ready for this crazy dream?
I'm ready.
It's actually kind of short.
I know. She's a good looking girl.
She's definitely
She's a
better looking
model.
than the Joyce.
That's because Joycey's got two colored hair.
Ah, fuck that, dude. And like
You don't like the
tattoos.
two-colored
She's got
hair.
tattoos everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not really attracted to tattoos,
Nah,
like
not
in
either.
much sense, but like it works on her.
All right, so in this dream, I was on like a very like beautiful looking mountain, like a mountain range. And I don't know what mountain it was. It's probably not
Probably the Himalayas.
Yeah, dude, probably the Himalayas.
Probably Mount Everest.
But it wasn't
Probably.
it wasn't like a mountain range that I'd ever been on before. I was just kind of new, like, oh, dude, I'm on the mountain range. Like I'm just on top of a mountain.
Just chilling.
Yeah, and I was about to play a game, of course, because you know I'm always playing games in my dreams, dude.
Yeah. Big gamer.
But like this game, dude, this game is the weirdest thing I've ever dreamed of. I was playing some sort of mix of Subway Surfers and like a hot dog eating contest.
How does that work? How does that work?
That's the best way I can explain it. Is that it was like a food eating contest plus Subway Surfers.
So you're like running and collecting coins but eating hot dogs?
You almost basically got that right. So I'm gonna explain.
I mean, that's like what you were
sounds
describing.
like one of those TikToks, but like in real life, where it's like multiple things at once to like keep your attention span down.
Dude, those videos, oh my god. I can't even handle those. I'm like, this is just too much.
Yeah.
But basically, I was like, the goal of the game was to ride a board down to the bottom, like of the mountain, of the hill, and there's like a clear end line that you have to reach before you turn around. And once you get to the bottom, you have to come all the way back up, but you can only run up. You can't board up.
Yeah.
So, but there's also like a twist where there's food on the path the whole way down, and you have to have eaten all the food by the time you make it back up. It doesn't matter if you eat the food like on the way up or on the way down, or like half on the way down, half on the way up.
It's kind of like Burial Kart.
Dude, it's literally like Burial Kart.
You gotta finish before the end of the race.
Yeah, so you can pick your poison. You can pick when you eat. But I started doing like a strategy where I would eat like the healthier foods on the way down, like the foods you should eat before a run, and then I would eat all like the junk foods on the way back.
I thought they were hot dogs. I thought they were all hot dogs.
No, I was just comparing it to that. It's just a bunch of random foods.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like an assortment.
That's even harder.
But like I remember I had made it to level 36. There were levels. Where,
Level
I guess you go
36?
farther down the mountain every time. But
you have to come back up.
But your belly resets every level.
Whoa!
So you spawn
Crazy
back in with a new
update.
belly every level.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So you have to go down, go back up, and then go down further?
No, yeah, basically.
Oh
It
my
sounds kind of
God.
boring, but it was actually really exciting.
You get to eat.
So, like one thing to note is that there are obstacles in the way. Obviously, it's like Subway Surfers. You have to dodge the obstacles. There weren't any trains coming at me, but there were like little rocks you had to dodge and jump over.
As you do.
Yeah, and
you do.
you have to like keep a lookout as you're like eating and running, or eating and boarding. You're like, where's the obstacles? Munch, munch. And you keep going.
Munch, munch.
And yeah, so I mentioned you could pick what you ate, when you ate.
Was there any Taco Bell chalupas?
Dude, no Taco Bell stuff. It was like bags of chips and like chocolate and like candy.
Dude, that's that Larry's bags of chips in your
Dude,
mind.
probably. But then there was also like healthier stuff, like salads. There was some fruit.
Ooh.
And then I think there were some sandwiches.
How are you doing in comparison to the other competitors? Were you winning?
Oh, dude, so it was literally like just me, and I'm about to mention I was with my coworker. It was the only other person in the dream was my coworker. I'm not gonna reveal his name. We'll name him Joe.
Joe.
Actually, no, not Joe.
That's Joe Stalin.
We'll name him John.
Johnny boy.
So yeah, he was with me, but like not actually. Like he would take his turn, and then I'd get farther than him, and he'd be like, "Whoa, dude, how'd you get so far?"
So how did you know it was a competition? Like nobody else was there to like tell you like, "Hey, you
It
gotta
was
do
like
this,"
a
you're just like, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah, it was one of those things
Time
where it's
to
like,
eat.
oh, I mean, I guess I got to start playing this game, dude.
He
That's
saw the
what- yeah.
level above him. He's like, oh, level 2 now. I gotta keep going.
But yeah, no, it was just like I was competing with myself, which is why it was like a solo game. But I remember like one of the attempts, John, he would go down like 2/3 down the mountain before like giving up and saying, "Oh, I'm calling it here. Like I'm too full. I can't keep going." And
But his belly reset.
no, not during the level, only after
okay.
the level.
Come on, doesn't he
And
know
so
his belly's gonna reset?
He was still there on like the side of the mountain. Like he's on a decline slope, just like standing there, like losing. He has like an NPC like upset like posture. He's like, oh man, like a Wii, like when you lose in Wii
NPC
tennis.
upset.
Yeah.
When you lose in
Yeah,
Wii tennis,
yeah.
you just
You hang
nod
your
and go.
head.
He has his head hung, and he's just like swaying back and forth, like nah, man.
Oh.
And then
guy.
he leaves the NPC state as he sees me going down with my board. And he's like, starts rooting me on, like, yeah, go Josh, you got this.
Your biggest fan.
And I remember, this is the only time I remembered the route. I went down this mountain, and then all of a sudden I was in like a Chinatown. And I was riding my board through like the street.
That had to be the final level, dude.
Oh,
That
it was
like the
pretty.
boss
This
battle.
was level 36.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm riding through Chinatown, and
Whoa.
I got through Chinatown, and I entered like a civilization. Like there's like a full-on city there.
Oh my
And I'm like
gosh.
riding through the city, and I see like the checkpoints. Like at the end of the city, it just becomes like after I get to the checkpoint, like farther on is like blackness.
Dude, these were definitely.
It's like the end of the world. Like it doesn't spawn. The next level doesn't spawn until you beat that level.
These were definitely the Himalayas, man. You were in the
Dude.
Himalayas.
Yeah, dude, the Chinatown.
Yeah, it was actually just China.
So yeah, I had got to the checkpoint, and then I headed back, and that's like kind of where it ended. Like I know I beat level 36, and I'd eaten all the food, I'd gone all the way back up, but then it was just over.
That is a crazy dream.
Yeah,
Imagine
dude.
you're like on a mountain, and then all of a sudden you're in city streets, just cruising around.
Yeah, dude,
Chinatown on a
it was
board.
super immersive. It was like I was doing like some VR.
That's
I was in
awesome.
like a VR game.
Yeah, damn. Did you taste the food?
Ah, dude, only with my mind, man. Only with my mind. I wish I did. Imagine I was just eating while I was sleeping.
Technically,
Actually.
you only ever taste food with your mind. If you really get down to it.
No, you have taste buds.
Yeah, but the only reason you taste it is because it goes to your mind. Just some food for
Well,
thought.
I guess like because the receptors.
Your mind knows
Yeah.
that it
They
tastes
send
good or
the-
bad.
Well, the olfactory nerves go directly to the brain, so
Right.
then that's how you taste it.
I guess so. Yeah. Wait. So if you get rid of my brain, I can't taste anymore.
Yeah.
I probably won't be
If
alive.
you get a lobotomy, you cannot taste.
Oh, that was a crazy dream. I mean, that was.
Yeah, that sounds awesome,
That
dude.
does sound awesome.
You had
Yeah,
a big
I'd save that
fan
one for
there,
last.
too.
That's a great closer.
In Chinatown.
Yeah.
Motion Chinatown.
So I mean, I think we're pretty dreamed out here.
Yeah. I think we've had quite a long discussion over like for the whole episode. Too.
yeah, dude, that was great.
This was a fun one.
That
I was
was a
excited
fun
to
one.
record this one. I thought it was a great time hearing what goes on in your heads. Alex wants to be a woman. Josh wants to be messy.
I just want to play games all the time, I guess, which
And
is
I
not true.
I
In
think I
real
just
life.
like my women too
and
much.
I want it to be Maryland Day.
You gotta spawn in Maryland Day, dude. You gotta
Yeah.
create it.
I will.
Dude, the fact that everyone in your dream was like, "Oh, dude, it's Maryland Day!" Like, come on. You know,
I remember there was like
so totally tubular.
there was like stickers and stuff and like
like on cars.
well, just not like people were wearing them on their shirts
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Like
It was
for
just
game
Maryland
day?
Day.
Like game
yeah,
day
yeah,
buttons?
yeah, stuff like that.
That's so hype. Yeah, this was a good one. I've been smiling the whole time.
So have I. Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
All
I had a blast leading this Dreamcast. That was a good time. We hope you guys had a even bigger blast than we did.
I hope you blasted everywhere.
We hope you had we hope you
too.
blasted all over the place.
I know I did. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
dude, you
Ah.
blasted your way to the Tate Student Center.
I did.
And
What,
then back-
what once was the Tate
And to
Student Center
Alex's
is now
house.
Alex's mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I own the Tate Student Center,
Oh God, dude.
and we only play the Sweet Life on Deck movie with the
With
evil
the
Cole
evil-
Sprouse.
Evil Cole Sprouse, dude. Evil Cole Sprouse. So yeah, I mean, we're good to close off this cast. We hope you guys had a blast. We hope you're excited for what's to come with the season. We have some very big specials. I guess every episode's now a special.
Everything's special.
Everything's special with the ACP.
Next episode actually is a special.
Oh, yeah.
I think it will be.
It's gonna be special for all of our taste buds.
Yeah, that's your hint. It's about food and about tasting. I just gave it away.
You can't taste without your mind, though. Remember that.
Oh yeah, that's what they
Remember
say.
that. We leave
That's
you
what
with
they
that.
say.
That's just some food for thought,
That's right.
or rather, some thoughts for food.
And maybe you think about them while you're dreaming.
Yeah,
Like I did.
yeah.
So yeah, we hope you guys had a good time. If you had a good time, leave a comment in our most recent IG post and say, what should they say?
Oil alert cubed.
Alert.
Nah, dude, you gotta mix it up. Say,
Dream alert.
say avocado moment.
Avocado.
Avocado moment. If you
Yoni moment.
don't put yoni moment.
Yoni.
But yeah, guys, we are the Icemen of the Arctic Circle. We hope you had a good time and stay icy until next time.
Peace.
Baba Yaga.